Yeah, I'm almost Sergeant Major, so.
Right on. So yeah, I need to actually be playing that game a little bit more. Let me resume that. Alright. So, did you have a good week, Suzumi?
Oh, yeah, so far.
Right on. And it looks like our stream is live. Oh, let's see here.
Thought I was in my damn.
What's that?
I thought I was in my catapult. I'm in my crab here.
Yeah. So, how do you like the catapult?
Ah, well, for faction, that's about the only thing I can get. That's a learn boat,
Right.
but it's all right.
That's cool. So, oops. Alright, so for the folks joining us, happy Friday. Hope everybody had a fantastic week. Let me see here. We are. Oops, that's not it. Let's see. Hyperdrive? No. Warp? Yeah, there we go. So let's see how bloody big this thing is. Okay. So, yeah. So we'll drop that down one to make it a little bit easier to get around this place. I actually thought about putting the hyperdrive up on the ceiling again. Alright, so let's see here. So we do have enough room to get around it. I do think I may drop this down a level though. We'll see how it actually plays out. Hey, awesome guy, how you doing? Happy Friday. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so I think that is most of what we really need for the ship right now. But yeah, I do think I'm going to drop this warp drive down. Let's get rid of it for right now. We'll throw another one on the bar there so that we have it. Oh, so we're just working on the CV design this evening. Let's go ahead and take the placeholder blocks out. Have to throw some engines on this beast to get her into the air so we can start working on the lower sections of the ship. In fact, we want the CV thrusters. Do we have the large ones? We do have the large ones, okay. Howdy, how you doing this evening? Happy Friday. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw these beasts here. Yes? Can I get away with it? No, I'm not going to be able to get away. It would be nice to be able to get away with it. And this is all temporary just so we can get this thing off the ground so I can actually work under the ship a little bit. Because I need to bring it out one level. Actually, I need to bring it out a couple of levels, but...
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Alright. Is that going to work there? There we go. Okay. Welcome, Florida. I know I got you on chat, but I'll say hello again anyway. Alright, so let's go there. And, whoops. Flip this thing around here. Alright. Not sure how many of these things we're going to need to actually get this beast off the ground. Space engineers, yeah. There we go. So is it that you want to play Space Engineers, or you want to play Empyrean? Yeah, because this is very much the old school Space Engineers thrusters, right? Let's see here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, grab a generator out of here. We want the large actually, I'm going to grab 2 large generators. Let's grab a bunch of helps if I spell it correctly. We want the large fuel packs. We want, and then we need the fuel cells. Again, with my spelling stuff backwards there. Hey, Silver. Happy Friday.
Hey, Silver.
And for the folks who are the regulars around here, we do have the chat up and running on TeamSpeak. At some point, I'm actually going to move us over to Discord, at least for the live stream stuff. So for the folks who don't know what Discord is, it's actually a free service. I've had a channel over there for a while. I just haven't really been using it at all. But it works a little bit better for some people, and it's all web browser based, so you don't even have to run an independent application. So it works really well for a lot of people. A lot of games are actually starting to use it where they're integrating that with it. So figured it'd be nice to get some folks out there, get some exposure out there for it. And yeah, awesome guy. I really do enjoy Space Engineers as well. I've started playing again, actually. Oh, because there's no core. I forgot I took the core out. Alright. So, let me grab a core really quick. Oh, nope, didn't want that. I just want a core. Just need one. Alright, so. Okay. So we have a core. Let's grab a console. Oh, Silver, that's blasphemy. If you have Space Engineers, it is a moral imperative to actually install that. Alright, so I'll just drop this one because, yeah, you know, it's nice. I like it. Alright, so you know what? Let's do this the easy way. Well, if you've got Ark, I'd expect to see you on the Ark server here in the near future there, buddy. Alright, so we're going to take this thing up into orbit just because it's easier to work in 0G at the stage that we're at. Because I do need to get around the ship. So you can't fit it on your comp right now. Delete one of those other things, you know, like Windows or something. Free up all your hard drive space. We're in 0G. Let this thing come to a rest. Alright. Come on. There we go. Whee! Okay. Yeah, awesome guy. The developers for Ark actually have done a lot in the way of optimization. They've gotten their resource requirements down pretty heavily, and there's now something like 10 different ways to launch the game, including the bare minimums version. It turns off all of the really pretty graphics and everything, but if you're wanting to give it a try again, I do recommend doing so. The game is just so much fun. Alright, so now we have this thing in orbit. Let's drop down here. Okay, so one of the things that I do want to do is bring... Did I? No, okay. There. Alright, so we want that to be walk space, so we do want that to come down 2. Bring it down 3, I think. Now, can I get that mounted in here? Nope. Okay, so I do have to do that. Alright, so let's do this then. Hey Val, how you doing? Happy Friday. Welcome to the fun. Alright, so I think that is right there? No, one more. Yes? Yeah. Okay. Now what we're going to do is this. We're going to mount that bad boy right there. Okay. Now the one thing that I would like this game to do that Space Engineers does is to not be so bouncy when you're doing things in zero-G. That is one of the things that I would really like to see them work on. Righty then. Yeah, they had so many people that were complaining about the lack of optimization that really wanted to play the game, that the developers for Ark really had no choice but to... whoops, what did I just delete? They really had no choice but to actually start working on the optimization a little bit. So, are we here? Yeah, okay. Take that out. What we're going to do is, let's go ahead and bring this over 1. Yeah, I think that. Project Zomboid, yeah, I actually have heard about Project Zomboid. I had a couple of people ask me if I was interested in playing that game. Looks really good. It looks like a rather fun. Starbound is calling everybody. Yeah, I know you keep trying to get me to play that one, don't you, Val? So let's go. Oops. And we want to go. Let's bring that back one more before we're going to drop that up. Yeah. Alright. So this lower area is where we're going to put in all of our engineering and habitation stuff. So we're going to put the crew quarters between here and the upper deck, and I may actually end up making this a little wider and put nacelles off to the side and maybe do habitation on the nacelles instead. But we'll see how it all works out. And from this side, because this is going to be that. I think it's one. Is that right? Okay, that is the height there. Yeah, Silver, I'm tempted with Master of Orion. I absolutely love the Orion series. It is, I mean, it really is the grandfather of a lot of the real-time strategy turn-based games, you know. And I think my one complaint with it is that the new version has gotten rid of turn-based. It's all real-time now. We'll take that out there. It's gonna go there. So that should be okay to here. Well, Silver, what you really need to do is, you know, when you start making YouTube money, then, you know, we'll get real good systems, right? We just have to wait for our client bases to get big enough, right? All right, here. So let's go to there. Let's see how that's shaping up here. I think that's shaping up fairly well. Yeah, Val, the hangar is still there. I'm just working upside down right now. This is the top of the ship is up here, and as you can see, I've got the hangar for the SV right here. So I tend to focus only on the plane that I'm working on. Sorry. That's one of my weird things, is that I actually tend to think in 3 dimensions, sometimes 4 dimensions, you know, depending on what's going on. Alright. So I do that. Alright, so let's see here. So now that we have that figured out, let's go to there, and then I don't know, can we get away with 2 of these here? Or do we want to go with 1 there? Well, we'll try it. We'll try it with 2. We'll see how that works. Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Like I said, I've had a couple of people recommend the game over to me. I just have so many games on the plate right now. It's really difficult for me to take on more games at this time. But I will definitely check it out. Thanks for the recommendation. Alright, so let's see what we're looking like here. I'm going to need to put a lot of lights on this thing so we can see what's going on around here. And then, okay. So let's go with, look for our blocks here. Alright, so this is going to go here, I think. Here, we'll work on the solar side so you can actually see what's going on. That's a little dark on the other side. Yeah, I will definitely check out Project Zomboid. The game itself actually has kind of piqued my interest a little bit. But like I said, I've been running out of time a lot lately.
User left your channel.
just really, really busy right now, so. Alright, so that's gonna go there. We can do, let's go ahead and throw, whoops. Throw that in there. And then what we're doing is I'm just basically building the rough shape for the outer portion of the ship. And what we're going to do is go ahead and take all of this stuff out so that we can start looking at how we're going to place the real thrusters. Alright, so everything's off this side. Yep, there is the multiplayer stuff for 7 Days to Die as well. There we go. So what I'll probably do is come back and detail this out a little bit more. So, no, I'm not going to leave that as a that long of a slope. I'm going to break this up. I'm just trying to get some general idea on the way the lines are going to work on this thing. I'm wondering if I do want to go ahead and bring that out all the way there. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. What we'll do is do that there. I don't know if I'm going to take this line all the way down or not, though. Hey, I didn't create anything, man. MechWarrior did that all on its own. It needs no help in creating attics. Alright. So now that we have that, let's go back to our thrusters. We want our, that's the normal, there we go. Interesting. So thrusters don't place on the mirror. Huh. That's very true, Silver. Very, very true. Alright, so need to figure out how we're going to do the side thrusters, and I think I am going to do a like propulsion nacelles, so that we can have, so let's take this out. Oops. Let's bring this out, I don't know, like 5 or so. Right? 2. That's 4. 5. Okay, so now, what do we want? We want a little bit of an arm on that. Let's try it with a little bit of a shorter run and see how this works out. No, you know what? We can do that, actually. We can do it off of here. So we have that. So we'll have a walkway to do repairs to here. We put one there. Let's bring... There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. So did it end up actually placing more on the other side? Oh yeah, it did place them on the other side. Nice. Ah, so it's a code each day? Very cool. Yeah, I might end up playing a little bit after we're done with the live stream tonight then. Alright. Now, I need to go check to make sure that one actually mirrored as well. Nope. I wonder why the large... Oh, you know what? It might be because they're such a new block that they may not be mirroring yet. Right. I left one at the top, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Robocraft is a lot of fun. I enjoyed the game. It's just one of those... It's even more time-consuming than Empyrean. As hard as that may be to believe. I spent so much time in that game. Do I really want those, or I want the regular thrusters? Yes? Yes, okay. Yeah, I'm not really worried about the resource usage, Silver. I'm looking more for it to be a, from the perspective of, you know, the rule of cool. So let's look at our block option here. Grab some of these, grab some of these. Let's go ahead and throw this stuff in here. Whoops. No. Alright. We got those, have those. Let's grab some rounds, half rounds. I actually have up and down thrusters already. So I don't have main thrusters for lift yet. What I'm going to do with those is I'm actually going to do a couple of rows here on the underbody for the main thrusters, and then also do like 1 or 2 here on the outer body to do descent thrusters as well. Yeah, pretty much. So I'm trying to decide if that's too close to the body or not. We'll see. So I mean, I can always take this whole thing apart and add a couple of more blocks in here to open it up a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how it actually plays out. Alright, so then the engineers will be able to get in here, come down and do the repairs. Hey Dragon, how you doing tonight? Or I should say Epoch. Happy Friday. Hope you're enjoying your week so far. See, I didn't let myself get turned around on it. Alright, so that gives us a bit of, we've got push, we've got pull, we've got alternates. Oops. Where are we missing over here? I'm missing 2 maneuvering thrusters. There we go. Let's see here. We're gonna get back over into the sun side of the build. Alright, so let's take that out. So let's go ahead and get rid of the Okay, so we have the beginnings of our ship. I'll need to come back and clean up the lines on the back of this thing, but... Oh, you know what I'm missing? RCS. Leave it to me, right? Okay, so that gives us... Oh, I need to get a gravity generator in here. No, I was forgetting something. And we wanted the gravity generator. Actually, can we get away with the gravity generator there? Yeah, we'll center line it. That's fine. How close are you? That's pretty close. Okay. Close enough for government work. So now we're going to grab some large gens. And we want these. That's the walkway up there. So let's... Oh. Now what we're going to do here is we're actually going to have a an entrance area right here. And we're going to do a couple of stacks of RCS. Whoops. Again with my horrible spelling. Was that 7, right? Okay, and then we're gonna repeat that over here, so that we again have that. Okay, so that gets us over here. One for this. Oh. Can we walk through there? Awesome. There we go. Building like crazy. ATI 6450. The 6450 you should be able to for Empyrean. You might need to turn down either your draw distance or your detail level, but in general it should be fine. I'm not quite sure what the full ATI specs are for the 6450 though. And this one goes away. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I agree, Silver. His card should be able to run it fairly well. I just don't want to make any promises that, you know. You know, I forgot we actually have... I keep forgetting they added these things finally. There we go. Apparently I had my jump jets turned on again. Alright. So you come in, you have your engineering section. And then I think we're going to turn this into the habitation area, but we'll see how that actually plays out. This is actually, let's go like that. Alright, let's grab some lights for this place. This way we can at least see what's going on in here. So, and because I want to be able to walk around. So we're going to put residential up here. I think we're going to put residential up here. We have our engineering area. We'll put some more fuel cell in here. And then I'm not sure what we're going to put back here. This may be like the actual engineering section. So we'll put a lot of the decoration stuff back here. So, but we'll see how it all works. And for in here, we're gonna go with. Oops. Let's get rid of these. We're gonna go light. Whoops. Bad Hal, deleting stuff again. Look at that. Okay. Put light there, light there. Let's really light this place up. Okay. So we're gonna have a fuel cell there. Fuel cells there. Over here, you come through. Alright. Alright. And for this one, let's grab oh wait, how did we get... So we can walk through here and we're fine. We can walk to here and we're fine. Huh. So you'd be able to come out here. Oh, I know how we can do this. Let's go with these. And then we can go yeah, because then what we do is just bring in the windows. Those are the 1x1s, yeah. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay. So now when you come in, you can actually have a small observatory. So what I might do is, how about we make this a new hangar? We'll make this a small hangar for like a fighter craft of some kind. Let's see, where are we looking at for... maybe not. That may not be big enough. Yeah, I'll figure out something to do with this area. I'm not sure what I want to do with it, though. Let's go up here through our engineering section. Alright. Okay, so... Storage hangar? Yeah, that could work. Oh, is that basically what you were thinking about doing there, Val? Alright, so one of the other things that I want to do is we're gonna grab let's go ahead and get rid of these for now. We're gonna grab these and we're gonna grab some of those. So for these, we're going to say there. Do that. 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 All right. Nice, Val. As far as it goes for the warp core coming under attack, hopefully the ship itself won't actually be in combat. The whole point of this is that it's more for a just as a getting around the system. It really is more of a carrier ship than it is a combat vessel. However, that being said, let's get up here so we can... Alright, so let's go ahead and throw some of this stuff in our inventory. Oops. Right, yeah. And then if they ever put the force field, actual force fields into the game, we'll come back and replace all of this with the force field set. There you go. So for the windows, All right, so let's get rid of some of the rumors about the windows really quickly. Okay, so windows are armor 15, hit points 20. The sloped walls or the sloped blocks are 20-25. The difference between what they can take damage-wise is pretty negligible, honestly. So yes, they are slightly less durable than the sloped blocks.
Connection lost.
So let's see. Oh yeah, the ship will definitely have weapons to defend it. And like I said, this is not really being built around the idea of being a dedicated combat vessel. Let's go ahead and start getting rid of this extra stuff here. So, and yeah, the TeamSpeak server just went down. Not sure what's going on with that, so. Alright. But yeah, like I said, this is more of an exploratory cruiser than it is a combat ship. It can do combat, but it's not really meant for it. Alright, so what we're going to do here is that. Whoop. See, leave it to me to delete the things that I want, right? Right. Alright, and we'll work on streamlining that a little bit more later. Yeah, I actually had thought about that, Silver. But like I said, the idea is, in theory, the ship should not be getting itself into situations where it needs the defenses. If it does, you've got larger issues. Alright, so now that we have the cockpit in, let's go see let's see how this thing actually handles here. Okay, so that's about half the general design of the ship done. Exactly, Dragon, exactly. So yeah, we have enough RCS that this thing actually handles fairly snappy, so. The one thing I do want to do is to put landing gear on her. Okay, so it looks like we have enough maneuvering thrusters to handle the general stuff. Yeah, about 2 seconds to stop. And yes, the core will be in the engine room when it's done. Right now it's just kind of in one of the walls. I need to relocate it. I was actually thinking about that storage room. Let me see here. Let's go back into first person. Whoops. Yeah. So, talking about that storage room before, right? The one down here. I'm actually thinking I may end up putting the core in here. What we can do is basically make this into like a computer operations room. You've honestly... Really, you've never seen the hyperdrive? Oh, I'll definitely have to do that then. Let's turn around, add all of our power in. Well, let's see. What do we got for weight? So we're at just under 3 kilotons. And I've got 12 maneuvering thrusters for lift. Which are generating 8 meganewtons. Just shy. I'm at about 2.4. Yeah, I should be able to lift. I actually should be able to take off of anything except for oh, what's that called? Astris or whatever, the lava world. Let's find out. Actually, Silver, you said you wanted to see the hyperdrive. Okay. Let's go to system. Oh, actually. Where is our... Alright, so where's our jump point at? Did I not lock my point? Oh, you know why? Because I went... No, that should be our... There we go. Alright. And we go to jump. Hey Garrett. Happy Friday. Welcome to the fun. So let's see what happens when we get into atmosphere. So yeah, I'm gonna try doing a landing on Aqua. Let's see how she handles. Before we do though, let's come to a stop. Go into first person. We actually want... And now we're going to go Ram Aqua! Yeah, I just did. Hey Charlie, welcome to the stream. We will be streaming probably for another hour or so. It just depends on, you know, how quickly I finish my beer, and I'm able to get up and get another one. Into the atmosphere we go. Let's see here. So the question is do we have enough thrust to maintain altitude? Oh, we have enough thrust to maintain altitude, so that would mean we do have enough thrust to get back into orbit. Barely. Definitely do need to add more thrusters if we were going to be doing anything planet side. This ship would not be able to escape the Aestus gravity well. It's just too much. Anything over 1G would be, or even close to 1G would probably overload the thrusters. Let's see if we can find a small island or something that we can set this beast down on. Just looking for a landmass that's big enough and flat enough. Oh, that might do. Hey, what do you know? Okay, so we know that we can get out of atmosphere on this planet. That's a good thing. I wouldn't trust the main thrusters to get me out of atmosphere. I think it will be just maneuvering thrusters. So, alright, so now we need to figure out what we're going to do with the general shape of the hull. I do need to bring the rest of this up. And I think I'm going to go with the rounded hull blocks. Do I still have them? Yeah. So let's all right. So, because what I'm thinking is something like that. And then what we're going to do here, oh, those. Okay. A volleyball with a handprint on it, huh? Alright. So let's kill that. Gives us a nice gallery area. And what we'll do is, for this, let's go into the decoration stuff, and we're going to grab... I don't know. Yeah, we'll just grab stacks of each of these things. Alright, let's go here. Let's put these things in here. Probably the one that I'm holding, actually. Which one's the one someone's playing Galaga on? Yeah, very nice. Awesome Iron Man reference there. Or is that Avengers, right? Alright. Let's grab... Oh, wrong one. We want this one, I believe. There you go. Yeah, I know. It would be nice if the I might do. Let's see, those are the large engines. Now the question is do I want a second set of them out here so that we end up with, say, 6 here on the center line and then 1 on either side of it? Not sure how I want to play that. So I do think I want this to be the like the actual like engineering tactical style command center. Oh, I seem to have lost a few blocks. This is why you don't let me fly when I've been drinking. I run into things. Three sets of 4 could be interesting. Let's see. How would we do that? Because what I could do is take the spacer out here, and let's say move this over 1. Take that spacer out, so this ends up moving over 2. Drop it down, I don't know, 1 or 2. So you have a cluster of 4 here, a cluster of 4 here, and then a cluster of 4 on the other side. Well, if I stagger them... Well, here, I'll show you. Excuse me. My apologies. Alright. Because what I was thinking is that if we do a stagger, like... say something like that. You know what? Let's get rid of that while we're working on this. Whoop. There we go. Okay. Because I was thinking maybe something like this. Which ends up giving you a fairly interesting design. Yeah, I thought about doing that. The thing is that it's an odd number across, so the one in the middle will not be in the middle. If I had done it with a double tile center line, then that would work a lot better. So what I was thinking is maybe something like that, or even taking away those. Let's go turn the ship back on really quick. Or not. Oh, man. Alright, so anyway. Yeah, so basically what I was talking about doing was something like that, where you'd end up with, you know, those, and then you say... So you end up with 6 in the middle and 1 outlier. Let's turn the thing off so we can actually see what it looks like. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Because what I could do is I could even move these in. If I like move those in a block. So that basically you have that. Take out the bottoms. So take out those two. So yeah, I mean that's the basic idea of what I'm looking at. It's the timeout chair. We're gonna put one on the other side. So you think the way that these thrusters are configured, basically use it like this? Okay. So we'll figure out the what we're going to do with that shortly. What we are going to do now is let's go ahead and get us back into orbit. I do want that. Put 2 on the bottom, same as the ones on top. Yeah, we can give that a try. Oopsie. Overshot. And we still have enough lift to get out of the so move the top ones out 1 block each. There we go. Well, what I'll do is when we're done, or a little bit further along, I'll make 2 blueprints. I'll make one like this, and I'll make another one with the upper thrusters moved over a block, so that you end up with a more of a trinary set of thrusters on each side. But I think that as far as putting more thrusters on it, I don't know. I do need to go through and clean up some of these lines and such. It'd be really nice if you could do a drag and remove like you can with when you're placing. Oh well. So for now, alright, so how much damage did I do to the bottom of this thing? Yeah, I did a little bit of damage to her.
Sound muted. Sound resumed. Sound muted.
All right. Exactly, Garrett. Oh, see, I've gotten spoiled because, like I said earlier, I have started playing Space Engineers again, and I've gotten so used to being able to do certain things that I really don't like when I can't. So I do think I'm going to leave this configured basically the way it is right now. Let's see here. Oopsie. Alright, so we're now we're a little over an hour and a quarter in, so while I have everybody here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you know what's going on with the whole giveaway thing. So I'm actually going to be doing 2 giveaways. They will be hosted giveaways, and what that means is that I've actually got a company that is hosting the tracking for the entries. So what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to enter if you're a subscriber on the channel. It'll verify your channel status and all that wonderful stuff, and there's going to be a couple of different ways to enter, so you'll end up with up to, I think it's set for 5 entries per giveaway. I figured we'd try something a little bit different this time. You know, the community has grown, the channel has definitely grown, and I just wanted to, you know, pay back to you folks a little bit. Alright, so let's head over here. I'm gonna turn that off so I can actually see where I'm going. Oops, no. Let me go up one. You can see I'm gonna have to start color coding which floor I'm on. Alright, so we've got that. That's one out and then around it. So what'll be going on with it, with the giveaway is on and around. Okay. There will be one for Empyrean and one for 7 Days to Die, and I may do a third if it comes through the way I'm hoping it will. Yeah. And if it comes through the way I'm hoping it will, I will let everybody know as soon as I do. But the game is not something that I am currently featuring on the channel, but I am planning on playing in the near future. But I don't want to build everybody's hopes and expectations up for it and then it not be able to pan out the way that I'm hoping. But for the folks who come in on the live stream, and for the folks who are going to see this live stream later, the details for the contests will be posted on the channel. There will be an announcement video for each of the contests, and the instructions and details for each contest will be included in that video. Alright, so figured the least I could do, since everybody's sitting here, is, you know, actually talk about some of the stuff that I promised I was going to talk about tonight. Oh, let's see. You know what? Alright. So we're going to drop that. Oh, I actually want to do... Oopsie. There we go. Alright, so that's that. That is that. And there's that. Okay. So now we have observation decks, we'll have some habitation stuff in here, and we're gonna have an engineering section, like science section, I guess would be a better term for it. Here, let's grab a core. Let's grab a new core. Oh, okay. Don't need that anymore. Get rid of these. So I want this to be. You can't place anything there, so it's 1, 2, 3. Right. Okay. So we do have room for it. Where did I have to remember where I put the core now? It's up here somewhere. There it is. And the ship goes dead instantly. Oopsie. Hey, come on. This is what I don't like about the game. It's really, really twitchy when you're no gravity. Alright, so let's get ourselves right side up. And we are going to go 1, 2, 3. There we go. Actually, it's not where I wanted it. Oopsie. There we go. Okay. What we're going to do here is... no, not yet, Parrot. Thank you for asking, though. Okay. I want... Which blocks do I want? Because I was actually thinking about those. There we go. And like I said, I still have to fix the rest of this area up. Go ahead and put that there. That leaves that. I am thinking I'm going to, well, no, I guess I could. Let's use, I don't want those slopes, I want the 2x. Alright. That should work. Okay, so now we have our computer center. We have, let's grab our furniture. Those things are just so out of proportion for everything else. Look at how big that desk is. That's ridiculous. Alright. Alright. Okay, so we have our computer lab, hacking area, whatever you want to call it. It's a Klingon, not a Ferengi? Yeah. No joke, right? Alright, so what's our power consumption looking like here? Okay, so I will probably need to add more fuel tanks at some point. I think what I will do for those... probably up here. I'm thinking what I may do with those is put them here. Let's see here. Let's get rid of these. You know, because even the engineers need a place to hang out sometimes, right? That way, if people are up here working, you get tired, you come back, kick back, relax. Wookiees versus R2-D2. Yeah, that's very, very... Alright, let's see here. Okay, let's go ahead and trash those. We're going to trash those. We need the farm plots. Okay. Mating chambers. Yeah, we haven't gotten to the actual like personnel areas yet. Okay, so that's good. We're gonna take that out, take that out. Don't need any more of those. We do need... Those are the tier 1s. Just to close this off. Alright. What we're going to do here is go cooking. Where is our cooking station? Let me grab a second one of those. Okay. I did think about putting them here, but I was like, you know what? Never mind. Okay. And we still need crop lights. I need 4 of those. There they are. There we go. So that's that. Oh, do I still have lights? I do have lights, but not the ones I want. So let's grab. Okay, so we have our food area. We have a small relaxation area. We have open space for, you know, getting rid of the pirates or making it easy for pirates to get in, whichever. And then we have our command area, which I think I'm actually going to turn this into more basically a continuation of what we have over here, where this will maybe be the like more chairs and things like that over here. Hey man, if they gave me disco lights and disco balls, I would so put them in. Alright, so let's go here. Alright, so I'm thinking, how many is that anyway? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dunk. 1, 2, 3. Dunk. Okay. Let's go grab these. Oh, sure. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. grab. Throw some lights in here so everybody can see again. See. I keep doing that. There we go. Oh, just let's try that again. Okay. There we go. There. Put one there. One there. There we go. Alright, so now that we've gotten that sorted, alright, so now the question is, let's see here. Let's go. Okay, let's turn this off so you can see here, and then we are going to have that. Yep, okay. So now you have small habitation areas for everybody. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take these windows out. And we'll move. Basically what we'll do is we're going to take these windows out. I'm going to put a sloped window in, one tile out, to open this up a little bit, so we end up with a little bit more space on each of these. You're number 6. Alright, so you're there. You're there. And I did think about putting bunk beds in here, just, you know, to give it more of a military feel, but the ship's not really that big to need a whole lot of people, and you figure they're probably going to be hot cotton it anyway. So I figured, you know, we'll leave it like that. So over here, do we have the room for this? There we go. So now people have a place to relax, come over, have some fun. If something blows up, you know what's going on. Okay. So let's see how this is looking so far. Right. So we need to finish the crew quarters, the habitation deck rather. We actually have the room to do 2 levels in there, and I think I may do that. Yeah, let's do that. What I'm going to do is go grab windows. I want the sloped window. Alright, so we're going to take that out. And so do that. Okay. Okay, take this all the way forward. Let's go up this way. Take that out. Kind of, actually. Pleasure yacht is probably about the closest that we would get to an actual definition on this thing. Come on. There we go. Actually, you know what? I want to use those. Nope, can't use that. Okay. So then we'll use that to close that off. Use that to close that off. There we go. So now we have most of what we need. We're going to put that there. So we do want to grab a bunch of doors. All right. Okay. Don't worry, there'll be guns on it. I'm not done yet. Sheesh. And do here. Have to fix that line. Alright. So out we go. Out to the hangar we go. Do. Fire the port cannons. Yeah. Alright, so. Is that all of it? Let's make sure I have the windows on the other side done correctly. Aha, see, I knew I was missing one somewhere. Okay, so as you can see, the shape is starting to come together. Big, oh man, really, guys. Oh, I'm glad that the chat replay isn't. I don't think it's working yet. So, that'll be a sad day when that starts working on YouTube. So let's try. Don't want those.
Sound resumed.
That's kind of interesting. Is that how we ended up with that one over here? No. Of course, I think I might like that actually a little bit better.
Sound muted. Sound resumed. Sound muted. Sound resumed.
There we go. Yeah, I think I like that. Hey Sharky, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday.
Sound muted. Sound resumed. Sound muted.
Trying to figure out how I want this to go. Yeah, let's do it like that. Is that what we ended up with over here? Does anybody remember? It's all starting to look alike. Okay. Oh. Yeah, close enough for government work. Okay, so we have that going out. Those were removed and replaced with angles. Yeah, okay. What did we do there? So we want one to capped it and then a ramp in. Okay.
Microphone muted.
Is that right? No, that can't be right. Oh, see, I need to... This is why I should have been using the mirror. So it's 3, including that one, a cap, and then an in. Okay. So there is one there. There it goes there. You go there. And you go there. There, we need one more of those. There you go. Yeah, Val, I know. But the thing was, I was kind of curious to see what the parts would look like, and I didn't want to turn the mirror tool on in case I had to remove a bunch of different things. So. And Florida, yeah, I know TeamSpeak is down, and I'll have to actually go in and clear it out. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I know that TeamSpeak pushed out, the actual TeamSpeak group pushed out an update or a patch to their servers, and I got a couple of notices from various groups that I am getting space from, and yeah, they told me that things were going on, but I didn't think it was going to be with this one as well, because the other group told me straight up, yes, it was going on. This group did not. So let's grab that. Do that. Anyway. Okay. So that gives us that. There we go. Something a little bit different from my normal builds. And we are coming up on the 2-hour mark. So this is actually a pretty good place to start wrapping things up for today. So, as I said earlier, for the folks who are just tuning in, I do have 2 giveaways that'll be going on this week, celebrating the 500 subscriber count, and we're like 200, or we're like 30 over that already. We're already at 530, I think, or closing in on it. Depending on who it is and when you get to see this, we may either be or not be past that mark. So what I'm going to be doing is there will be an announcement made, a formal video announcement made this weekend, and as part of the normal updates on Monday. And the contest is going to be open from Monday to Friday of next week, with the winners announced. I'll probably do it either during the live stream, or actually no, I'm trying to remember what time does that stop running. It's going to stop running at midnight Friday, so it'll be Saturday. So the Monday following, all of the winners should be notified, and we'll put an official announcement out on Monday during the day. That way everybody knows what's going on. So, like I said, if you're interested in winning either a copy of Empyrion or 7 Days to Die, keep your eyes open. There are all sorts of ways to enter. Like I said, you will have up to, it's either 4 or 5 chances to win. Well, entries for each chance to win. I'm only giving away 1 copy of each game, and there may be a 3rd game being given away. It'll just depend on how things work out. I've been asking a couple of companies if they would be willing to kick in a key or 2, and we'll see what they say. So as soon as I hear back on that, I'll let you all know what's going on with it. So thank you all for stopping in tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I think we actually got some stuff done. For those who are interested, let me go ahead and we'll make this available. Where is our Season 7? We are going to overwrite that. And what I will do is, let's go, I think I can publish that directly from here, can I? Yep, we can publish it. We're going to set this to friends, so if you would like a copy of this schematic, make sure you find me on Steam, send me a friends invite, and it'll show up in the workshop under your friends content. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you throw them down in the section below the video, or just reach out to me on either Steam or on YouTube. I'm, even if I'm not online, I tend to, get messages anyway from the ether. Do a giveaway for a free copy of MechWarrior? Sure, we'll do a giveaway for MechWarrior Online as well. The joke is MechWarrior is free to play, people. If you haven't played it, go check it out. Awesome game if you like mechs and blowing stuff up. Team-based combat, so yes, it is PvP technically, but you do end up on a team of 2 teams of 12, I think it is, going in and just blowing the hell out of each other. It is an awesome game if you like explosions. It's so much fun. Oh. So thank you all again. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and don't forget we do have the multiplayer 7 Days to Die that comes out on Saturday and Sunday. We have restarted that. Unfortunately, Grandma Shirley is not with us for this portion of the series, but you never know. She said that she may be paying a visit to us every once in a while, so you definitely want to check that out, and whenever she does show up, we'll make sure to let everybody know. So I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, guys. Thanks again for stopping in, and as always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Now it's time to go put this thing into warp. Quick, quick, quick! Hyperspace! Hyperspace! What's he say? Spaceship! Spaceship! Quick, let's... Sure, we'll go there. Why? Because we can. Did we lock the target? Yes, we locked the target. Okay. Second star to the right. Straight on to morning. And at risk of pissing off Disney, to infinity and beyond. Take care, everybody.